I'm Diana Steele and I'm here at Fresh Street Market in West Vancouver, and today I'm talking about sports nutrition. You're likely well into your training by now for all of your summer sporting events and realizing that you're working out maybe every day or at least 6 days in a row. What are you doing to make sure that you're getting the proper fueling, and are you actually maximizing your performance in your training for your event? I've got a few tips for you to get you started. Number one is, what are you eating before exercise? The best thing to think about is timing. So do you have 1 hour or have you got 3 hours to digest? Of course, the more time you have, the bigger your meal can be. My favorite pre-run meal is cooked quinoa or oatmeal with some milk or soy milk, putting some walnuts on top and having some blueberries or raisins inside, and that's a great cooked breakfast. One of the things you're looking for with your pre-exercise meal is a source of carbohydrates, and so you get that from the fruit as well as the grains. You also want a small amount of protein, so that it acts like an anchor for your energy, and quinoa has some protein, and so does milk, and so do the nuts if you put some walnuts on top. You're also looking for a source of hydration, so I would always have a glass of water. Ideally, if you have enough time, about 2 to 3 cups of water 2 to 3 hours before you do your workout, and then another cup of water about 10 minutes before you start, and then see if you can go to the bathroom and then start your event. That will ensure that you're starting your event well hydrated and well fueled. If you've only got about 20 minutes or so and you're really needing an extra little boost, there are products available. So you can go to your nutrition or health street. If you want to come to Fresh Street Market, Health Street actually has lots of different products available. One of them that I like is the Vega Sport. This is the pre-workout energizer, and the reason I like this is because there's 70 calories of carbs, which are a really easily absorbed source of carbohydrate. There's no fiber, so it's going to be absorbed very quickly, and there's also a source of caffeine. And did you know that caffeine is an ergogenic aid, which actually shows it's going to improve your performance between 3 to 15%. So that's significant. So if you need a little extra boost, you maybe want to try that. During exercise, if your workout's only 1 hour, the only thing you're thinking about is hydration. If you are working out for longer than an hour, you're likely looking at replacing some electrolytes, so your hydration plus your electrolytes. So you can get that in supplements. These are really convenient. You can pop them in your run belt or have them in with your water bottle on your bike and just pour in the hydrator. It's a source of potassium and sodium, which you're losing in your sweat. So it's important to replace those if you're exercising for more than an hour, and especially in the summer and the heat, we want to do that. Also, fueling during exercise. If you are going to exercise for more than an hour, at about the 45-minute mark, you need a source of carbohydrates. So you can do a gel if you want, which is really convenient. If you're on your bike and you're able to digest, there are some energy bars now. Vega Sport has an energy bar that you can eat during exercise, and it's actually moist, so it's not going to be that really sort of chewy flavor that's sometimes difficult to swallow when you're exercising. But otherwise, if you're running, you might want to stick with the gels and hydration. Now make sure you're having your water with your gels, because it does draw some fluid into your gut. And then for recovery, there are several things that you're thinking about, and this is where it can get a little bit complicated. There are a few systems that are being affected here. One is you're trying to replace your glycogen stores in your muscle and in your liver, and you do that with a source of carbohydrate. So a great source of carbohydrate would be your fruits. If you don't want fruit, then grain products, breads, and things like that. Then you're also looking at a source of protein. Protein is going to be used for repairing your muscles and your soft tissue that's been damaged through exercise. And so good sources of protein would be Greek yogurt, for example. I've got some here. Also salmon, eggs, nut butters like almond butter, great options for protein. You're also looking at replacing your fluids. So have your water, have 2 cups of water immediately after you finish exercise. You can replace electrolytes again with the hydrator if you like, or you can replace electrolytes with your fruits. You get potassium in fruit, and also sodium by lightly salting your next meal or snack. There are 2 nutrients that you're losing in your sweat as well: calcium and iron. So iron coming from dark green leafy vegetables, so things like kale, or your meat, fish, and poultry. Egg yolk also has some iron, and beans and lentils and chickpeas contain iron. And then calcium in your yogurt, in milk, cheese, dark green leafy vegetables, and canned salmon with the bones. So I've given you all this information. What on earth are you going to eat after exercise? Very confusing. Well, one really simple meal would be make a smoothie. So you could do your Greek yogurt, have a mango, some banana, great source of potassium, some blueberries, and some ice. And you can even put some ground almonds in there for extra protein. And that would be a great smoothie. If you want some extra greens for antioxidants and to help reduce inflammation, throw some kale in there as well. Another really great meal for after exercise would be something like a wrap. So you could use a tortilla and you put some salmon inside and then stuff it full of spinach and peppers, and you've got a really delicious wrap. You could take that with you. Another good wrap would be your banana, some almond butter, and a tortilla. And so you can spread the almond butter on your tortilla, put your banana inside, and roll it up. And that's very portable, so you can have it in your workout bag for when you finish your workout. You can take it with you. If you want something even more convenient, there is something available. It's by Vega. This one is the Recovery Accelerator, and it is a source of protein. It has all of those nutrients that I was talking about. It's a 4-to-1 carbohydrate to protein ratio, which actually is the ratio that you're looking for when you're trying to replace your glycogen stores and enhance muscle recovery. Getting the 4-to-1 ratio is really important. And then, of course, your hydration, so making sure that you're having your water. If you want to have an energy bar with some protein in there, especially after a strength training workout, that can also be a really good strategy. Make sure that you're eating your recovery snack within 30 to 60 minutes after finishing your workout so that you take advantage of this little window of opportunity when your body's able to store that carbohydrate as glycogen in your muscles and liver. And then you're all set for your next workout, and you'll be able to train just as hard tomorrow as you did today.
If you want to know more or have other nutrition questions, you can contact Diana at 604-739-3290 or check out her website, eatingforenergy.com. You can also follow Diana on Twitter at eatingforenergy.